The Blackburn Rovers return to action this week as the League Cup rears its lovely little head. Standing in our way, our League 2 Walsall. Can we get through without this banana skin tripping us up? We're going to take a little look next. Today we're looking forward to Rovers taking on Walsall. That's right, of course, looking to avoid an upset, giant killing, whatever you want to call it. Rovers, of course, hoping to go on another cup run. We'll look at all of it in a second. Of course, if you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe and mag. All things Rovers related, EFL Cup related, world football related. We're going to all hear, boys. Under one risky, of course. Rovers return to action with a big fat win. Walsall coming into this on the back of a defeat. We'll elaborate all of that in a second. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons, of course. You know who you are. And of course, you want to help out the channel, check out the links. We're down below, so let's get into it. So here we are, boys and girls, looking forward to this one. That's right, Walsall are the visitors to Ewood Park as we try to give some other players a shot at the team here. Maybe, of course, get some minutes under their belt. Walsall, of course, looking to cause a giant upset, giant killing, whatever you want to call it. But, of course, action is taking place on Tuesday. This game, I don't think this game's anywhere on TV, so we will not be doing a watch-along, but we are going to be doing, of course, one of them weird graphical kind of things. So check it out if you're bored. Because I don't think there's much coverage unless you are going to Ewood Park. And if you are going to Ewood Park, have a good day, of course. So Rovers, let's take a look at this. Again, mainly aimed at the Walsall folks who will catch this video. Tell you a little bit about ourselves, just in case you don't know. JDT, Yondal Thomason is the manager, of course, 46 years of age. Babyface assassin, they call him. Do not look at him, and when he smiles, you will absolutely fall head over heels for this man. 1.65 points per ratio. The team, well, what's going on here? The team has got an average age of 22.9, quite a young squad. 31 players on the books right now. We are trying to make that 32 with the arrival of Kaminsky, of course. 9 foreign players, 2 national team players as well. And this is our star man right now, Tyree Stolen, valued around about 8 million with a contract expiry. It's not being talked about too much. 2024 is the contract expiry. We are still waiting for him to sign a new contract. I think we have an option for another year, but we want to kind of get that sorted out and fast. Because I think he looks more of a player this season. He's definitely matured into his body, become a little bit more bulky, but a little bit more, grounded. I feel still, likes his tricks and ponies and back heels and flair. We do like that as well, but just not in the penalty box, mate. You know what I mean. Anyways, quick look at the squad here. This does have Kaminsky's face on it. It will be replaced hopefully by Saturday when we take on Rotherham. But today, Kaminsky is not a player for us, so just ignore that. So Ainsley Pears will be probably the number 1 goalkeeper for today. I don't think we'll see the likes of East Ham or Hilton get a shot for this game. I felt that this would have been a good game for the new goalkeeper. Get him signed up on Sunday, maybe get the official paperwork through on Monday, and then he could play on Tuesday in what is a throwaway game. Win, you go through, lose, you tumble out, but it's okay. Get your minutes under your belt. But so I don't think he's going to arrive in time. So Pears will be in goal again. Phillips is lovely little faces on there. He's no longer at the club. A bit more money coming into the club, so hopefully we can add to our own as well. So yes, quite threadbare at the back. Not much option on the left-hand side, and of course JRC did pick up an injury in the first game against West Brom, so we're likely to see a change in that area. Moving forward into midfield, of course, another one. He's still there. Teo Dun's in there. No longer with the club. I know what you're saying. What's he doing here? Again, this will all be cleaned up come Saturday, I promise you. But I'm expecting Adam Wharton to start. I'm expecting maybe even Ryan Hedges to start as well. John Buckley didn't get any minutes, so again, another one that could be getting some game time. As will Neil Ennis, I believe, coming on the left-hand side. Jack Vale, if he's available and fit, which I don't think he is, he could also play. And of course, we might see Harry Leonard rested, who's not even on here. What's going on? Harry Leonard is, of course, the face of the place right now with that opening day goal for him, of course. So take a little look then at, of course, the key men that did give us that victory. Of course, goal and an assist, or goal or assist for these four. So these guys are the standouts right now. McInday, Leonard, Travis and Smollish with the assists, of course. The star players this week are going to, who is this? Website SofaScore, I believe. So Lewis Travis was the man of the match, so that's great for him. And of course, Smodic, Tolan, and Dominic Hyam with Callum Britton in the top 5. Callum Britton, of course, substitute with only a few minutes to his belt. Again, this is some stats from last season, just kind of see how we play, how many goals were scored, how many goals were conceded, etc., etc. I think it's a bit too early to throw this season stats on there after just one game, so that's why I'm leaving this up as a reference point for Walsall fans to know where or what kind of goals we scored. Did we score with the right foot, left foot, header goals, that kind of stuff? So take it in, pause the screen if you like, but of course we've got to carry on as well. Just the 3 red cards last season as well, and of course, clean sheets, 15 of them so far. Transfer business wise, again, this has been updated a little bit, so I'm going to just talk about the graphic. Of course, James Brown's gone off to Ross County. He actually scored a goal this weekend. Brereton Diaz will also get his debut for Villarreal. He's left us. Clinton Muller went back to Stuttgart. Butterworth got released. Dak went to Sunderland, and Daniel Ayala is floating around trying to get a club. Meanwhile, we brought Niall Ennis, Arna Sigurdsson, and Sondre Tronstad as well. So on the outs, Kaminski, Phillips as well have been added to that list, so they will not be involved. If you are expecting to see them, you won't. Of course, Rovers did open up with that 2-1 win over West Brom. After this game, of course, against Walsall, we do switch focus back to the Championship and Rotherham United. There's Hull City back at Ewood Park, then Watford, of course, free-scoring, high-flying Watford right now, and then the last game before the international break will be Plymouth. So 2 tricky away games to end the stretch there before we return after the international break against Middlesbrough. Of course, we'll see where they are. Alrighty then, this is my team, my starting 11 for the match up against Walsall. A couple of changes. Pears remains between the sticks. Again, there could be a switch of goalkeeper, but I would opt for Ainsley Pears to start this game. Pickering left back again. There's not many options on the left-hand side. Callum Britton could go on the left, but I don't think that's probably a wise idea. He's going to be on the right-hand side for me. Scotty Wharton will get minutes. Hayden Carter for me will partner him. Into midfield, Garrett coming in for the likes of Travis and Tronstad. I think they're going to be rested. Adam Wharton, of course, has been confirmed to play, as is his brother Scotty, and John Buckley will also should get some minutes because he didn't even feature this last time around. I think Niall Ennis will start the game on the left-hand side, maybe get a goal if we can get him up and running, get him off the hoodoo. Leonard as well, I think, because I don't think there's any other forward players that are going to fill the void, and I think his tail will be up. And of course, Hedges might even wear the captain's armband on this one for me because of his duties over in pre-season. That's, of course, Rovers. Let's take a little look at our visitors then. Walsall coming at you with Matt Sadler. Is it the nickname for these guys, the Sadlers as well? Am I mistaken? It's a bit of a weird one there. Sadler managing the Sadlers, is that right? But anyway, of course, 1.50 points per game for him. They've got just 24 players in the squad with an average age of 24.3. 10 foreigners, 1 national team player, and of course the key man is this guy Ross Tierney, who I do have him starting this game. Of course, we'll talk about that in a minute. Let's take a look at the team then. Owen Evans, of course, started on the weekend for Walsall in their loss against Morecambe. Jackson Smith, I think, is going to debutise in my eyes. And of course, a quick look at the back line there. Chris Hussey. Who else did they bring in this season? I don't know. Presley Farquharson. Was he a new arrival? We'll confirm about that in a minute. Of course, into midfield and attack. Of course, Ross Tierney, there he is. Ronan Mayers, of course, a bit of a veteran now, isn't he? Ryan Skirk involved in the one and only goal so far for them this season. Danny Johnson, a lot of hopes and dreams are resting on his shoulders, scoring the goals, of course. And we're going to take a look at the team shortly. This is, of course, what's happened so far. Danny Johnson has scored already. He's got himself up and running. Ryan Skirk with the assist. And, of course, the key players so far. Danny Johnson with a 7.10. The keeper as well, 7.10. Liam Gordon, Isaac Hutchinson with 7s. And then, of course, the chasing back. They did lose, remember. So just give them a bit of a credit there. It was a tricky away game. Morecambe, of course, were relegated from League One. So let's see how they get on, of course. Here, I'm just looking at this right now. I'm not 100% sure this is actually Walsall stats. We're going to skip that. Of course, this is their transfer business. Tierney Ross, of course, is in on loan from Motherwell. Some other Smith Jacks as well. We talked about him. Freddie Draper coming in as well. James Taylor Douglas, or Douglas James Taylor, should I say. Ryan Skirk. And of course, Danny Johnson, who will be scoring the goals, you would imagine. Of course, these are the players going out. Liam Kinsella's gone. Sam Perry out the window. Connor Wilkinson gone to Motherwell. Timmy Abraham, brother, of course, or Tammy, has gone to Boreham Bloody Wood. This is my team, of course. I'm not a Walsall expert. I did have a chat with a Walsall fan, and we talked a little bit about the starting 11. Not too sure where we're going to go with this one, but Smith between the sticks, Hussey, Daniels, Farquharson. We've got Allen on the left, Riley on the right, Tyranny, Skirk, Matt, Johnson, James Taylor. How do you like those apples? Is that a good team or is that not? Obviously for a back three as well. I don't know if they'll change it up for Rovers, but we'll see about that. Anyway, of course, their results so far this campaign has been a 2-1 loss to Morecambe. Of course, heading into the future here, they're going to take on Stockport at the Bescott. That's going to be taking place on the 12th of August. Then they're going to take on Wrexham, of course, Hollywood SC in the 15th of August before Crewe. Then, of course, EFL Trophy game up against Brighton Hove Albion's reserves. And then, of course, Grimsby Town in the back end of August. A very, very busy month of August of football for these guys. Quick look at the form then. Rovers just one defeat past, 7 or 8 there. Of course, down the foot, we're looking at Walsall's just one defeat also in the last few games as well. Look at the values, of course, but Rovers considerably more expensive at the moment than Walsall. We have a bigger e-market value or whatever that is as well. The average age is similar, 24.2 to 24.9. And of course, quick look at the other key numbers as well. Take a look at the recent records then between these two sides. We might even elaborate on this shortly. But of course, the last 5 times, stretching all the way back to 1999, Rovers are winning 4 of them. There's not been a win for Walsall and there's been 1 draw. Now that's of course both home and away. Of course, I do remember when we played these guys in League One, when of course it was our promotion winning season. And Danny Graham bagged 4 goals in 2 games. Of course, last time I played each other over at Ewood, it was a 3-1 win. It was in that League One season. But of course, does anybody remember the 2002 game, Corriado Gravi on the score sheet? That was also a League Cup encounter, which we did win on penalties, guys. We did win on penalties. Grabi in a 105th minute own goal to drag it to penalties. That's, I think, what Walsall will be aiming for this week with a bit of a nervy encounter. And a quick look at, of course, the breakdown here. We have scored 13 goals in those 5 games. They've scored 7. On average, we pick up around about 2.6 goals a game ratio compared to the 1.4 by Walsall. And, of course, the odds 2-1 on is your Rovers right now. 9-2 is your away win. 50-4 is the draw. So take from that from what you will. What else is going on around the grounds? There's a lot of games going on Tuesday and Wednesday and even into the future. Other standout games, what do we got? I think there's a couple of old championship ones. We've got Huddersfield Middlesbrough. That'll be a zinger chicken dinner right there. We've got Preston Salford. That'll be tasty, wouldn't it? Sheffield Wednesday Stockport. That'll be a fruity one. Stoke West Brom. QPR Norwich. QPR Norwich is in like 2 weeks away. So it's a bit of a crazy. Millwall Reading will be a bit spicy as well. Derby Blackburn in League One. So I'm gonna love this. Shit, I think I'm gonna be on the road. I do like a good cup day with games and goals going in there all over the place. So we shall see how we do this. Maybe I'll push my thing till Wednesday. Yeah, I might push my thing to Wednesday so we can keep an eye on this, because this will be a good day. A lot of games, a lot of goals, a lot of drama. It is, of course, the EFL Cup, of course. That's it, my friends. Of course, be sure to give it. In fact, get back in there, Dirk. Get back in there. What's my score prediction here, lads? What's my score prediction? Well, a rotated squad, a chance to prove JDT, get me in the spotlight. And, of course, he does love a good cup run. I have got Rovers winning this game. I've gone with a cheeky 2-0 win. I hope Leonard starts, and I'd love him to get another goal as well, just to get that confidence going. Because if he can get on that momentum train, you never know. He could be that front man, which again may restrict Venky's putting the monies in the pocket. So it's kind of a win some, lose some. If he does start scoring goals, will they go, hang on a minute? But hopefully they can see the bigger picture. Harry Leonard will not play every game this season. So we do backups. We do need guys from the bench. Anyway, that's my take. Let me know your take. 2-0, of course, is my pick. Of course, make sure you subscribe, of course. Make sure you smash the thumbs up, hit the little bell. Of course, check out the links. I'm on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook. Even got a Discord, guys. Get involved in there. I might not be as involved in that because there's a lot of videos coming out these days. But please subscribe, thumbs up, hit the little bell. Of course, I'll catch you later for the next one.